Tontina 74 and T74 ebebo ye pa pebi na tona bobobi na numbi o san ho yare efie high blood pressure, high blood sugar, ekura enkono atare ho ache, hepatitis B and C, HIV, kidney infections, liver infections, ulcer, prostate enlargement, bad breath, ohomena sebio enkano enkoye, ulcers, menstrual pain, chronic cough, asthma, chest pain, and arthritis, and swollen faces in your measure amount. Diagnostic by industry said no more than T74, Tontina 74, a beboye pa, pebi, a wa pharmacy be an office drug shop will be a one sabekabi, and Untino pebi, Natobi coffee and a beboa pa 0246 073498 and I said 05016282931. Now one a diagnostic herbal industry funding come on. Number boy pa. I can diagram Asafunu de young grow. En secret. Everything a Eclipse collateral management for some country said they want to transform your future. And they want to turn your property documents into profit. Meeting say ana many aje. Yes, I say na my collateral hon sama kan common na no. I am 1 3 no. A futu no. Na ye here ye land document perfection no. Ye nko ye Eclipse collateral management for no mebo aye pa. Omo no mutimi ye ni nyina. The only company omo bo when it comes to collateral management ayo omo a. Omo no mutimi je wo documents properties no. No mo there aye adwuma na wo so anya kakra na dey project. Umpewe na peria Eclipse collateral management omehwe bibia ma yen ntem na no monkori nkomo from 0543832466 0543832466 na woni Eclipse collateral management funding nkomo o hwehwe mo hwa kwan so mo dental barrier on be Moses Hospital no West African SHS one ho a hono no mo woni Eclipse ending nkomo efa wo collateral issues ho and for land document perfection home. Now for internal property documents into profit. Umpewe na pedia. Thousand America trust the police in a friend in boost about mixture. Bebo ye pa yamba ya home by syphilis, gonorrhea, pressure, ulcer, stroke, waist pains, fatigue, malaria, liver, and after kidney problems in Yano. Can who say a drop and nom a beboa ama immune system na koye no. Aye in boost about mixture. Baby na talk e pharmacy bia. Yenma ye woti region wa boga tamale ye ba kraswa e yo kanshi drag lane yenko honom de yenko pebinto yenom so ye wo bokuno so yenko ye Calamed pharmacy e wo low cost kwan so boku ye investment limited se men kan cho se de kone de ben nyina no e fa ye product a omo e de abakrom e fa no Nataraj product no omo se men kan che mo se amanfo abakrom e de eye counterfeit e de aba enti Nataraj pencils na face so pen na face so mat set no Almoton ye papa na atron 621 original Nataraj no 621 fine ballpoint pens no amafo atwabia gum enti munya careful and mat set ni nyina na omo bo importers distributors na face retailers are modeling counterfeit product enye Nataraj product efi JK Industries and Investment Limited for hono omo bomo koko omo nemu and now we be a shop akakoto counterfeit niema no me catch no tumu na kwashe niema no nemu aban sa so umu a enya afi na be ye mesrew eye community na me yes a me pacho da bi erenti no JK Industries and Investment Limited omo wo eye North Industrial Area omo ben eye Christ Embassy Church no ese me mo eye mokoko so mo kwa mo checking ye no ma ye to no I had near Koto Fake one of your Becca so more product in your papa Dabida 053-102-6081 and I said 050-322-0308. Now only JK Industries and Investment Limited funding come on. Now copy we importer distributor Koji Papa Pano if he a year or more office now if you cotton now hotel. Also, men can't just sort to say, ain't also tenacity one home. Ain't the end of my sabi any high. My job to fear when you know who they wapo sasa enko ye maame boa ana papa so de no aye bibia wo ho aye sum uchi kana me boa when you nya your blare aso hunu tutu wo se when you know say the one na ye wo boa when you say na say ba no yenko eso heba eye hospital no me boa ye pa almost sign ekun ema ye efa stroke hu diabetes hepatitis B yenoma ya rinsa na masisi ade aye no yes ye ntumi nyai but ye pesi ye jai alcohol addiction ombeboa ebetwa say te fibroid cancer of all kinds liver and face kidney disorders prostate disorders candidiasis sexual weakness STD bedwetting HIV malaria and the akaka nyina fever nyina mepacho and it anamo na fa bra kwa me fa kwaku ko fa yakọ fa majwa ko fa anti mavis ko SO Herbal Hospital number boa mepacho wa friend numbers way omo way Amasama Stadium Junction e hono mo wo numbers in 055 another 55 29253 055 another 55 29253 and I face 050 344 9444 050 344 9444 and I face 027 2859 115 SO Herbal Hospital Jack Kohona kwaje wayare sawate nebebo awo Adama minsemia 50 minutes past the hour of 7 Adama minsemia Kayepko Group Ventures amen kan show say akwanto de hu hia ye tu kwan na ekope kakra ba fie na busuafo so ani agide anka nya de bone enu nti na ye Kayepko Group Ventures amen kan show so mo wo homa brana oni omo enkodi nkomo na ye hwede ekone de be nyina fa visa sem ho ene wo traveling nyina so okosua de so construction ni nyina omo ye ho adwuma ma Kayepko Group Ventures ompewe na pedia. And when it comes to flexible, affordable Japanese cars, mepa choko honum na flexible payment terms no wo homa. Wompe we na pede. Ko na ko chusu car wo pe. Na nyomu ndi nkomo ne hwe be ya betete o. Kakra kra. Bibia be ye fine. Enti ya ntem na ko na ebeboa ye pa. Omo wanya market Deeper Life Junction na honum na omo wo. Get in time now, no more couldn't come on 0556 735 422 0556 735 422 and I press 0556 702834 and yeah Kayepko Group Ventures no some can just 40 years and above boy ye pa yen get in time yen kwai ni yen couldn't come on and yen head ye koni de be nyina get my 40 years and above in member no. And your man said, I'm calling my Ojun Sosa, Oda Wonder, Ojun Sono Sono, I say, Munja Taichre, Dabio Jack and yet. Ya, and I know. I didn't see an intermediate calling Kuhu a Batampa Process Center for nobody better as a natural member of a government communication team, NDC, and I face with Jeffrey Okansi Kabute, or your revenue mobilization Africa. And on better as enough for your dean company ahead here for budget to home some the whole week. They're costing you never be the home come on high. 54 minutes past the hour of 7 meeting at the Kojo Preko Dankwah Amansan some for Matinasi from now till 9:45. Na me de jumadi no aba awie and ye be din komo ye pa no ntino fa wo text messages and afi so WhatsApp messages ina no bra making kind nyina eso amount e wo e fie hanom sa so and I will share mo DSTV channel 364 and then on Go TV channel 121 and afi so no o share me e wo Facebook Kessben 92.9 Kessben 92.9 commenting like page no ma me hu hia me ye pa na afi so share na afi yenko yenim na yen share de elko ene de ebe nyina na yen share de elko mene honorable Cheneboa Fokuo eba bedin komo oye deputy ranking economic and development committee parliament mene no ba bedin komo sisia and afi so ye MP4 Rachel MP wen fan Manson Quanta good. Manson Quanta and the Babedium Comosisi and the dear course and the course of Parliament. Now fee who dear call any dear Benina. Honorable mem watching about Kessben TV so and I feel so Kessben 92.9.
Yo, Minia, me so me chat here for us.
Obia so ejo so Mijiri say hunemu bibia eboko de.
Oh, bibia eboko.
Okay. Honorable, yen komo truly enra Parliament passé a friend is saying misomo passé omo budget and finance minister de buy na wabekin kan akire ye nyina magana nyina na timamufo nyina yate de ekoso ene de eba for 2026 ene de ekoba nyina. First of my bisa, do you still believe that a budget is still lamentation budget?
Yo, Minia, midasi. My son chat here for being a Manson Banka constituency, Miami Pesiato. The thing is a budget, no, I said that Muhu, you know, MPs, Edika, Yaknasi, Train, Pars, and Finance Minister about the budget, no. Near expectation is I check by 2 p.m. there, Nankwa Badia Shishasu. And so, I started the budget in the neck about 6 p.m. Now, Obaya, no, to say, the Jumaya Shawnsa, Edisha would say, if you are fish at here, if you are about to say, November, makes a finish query. How about for Frono? Now, friend said your kind of lamentations. Say, I bind out, I bind that I know, you say, what you say. The Jumajina Shawnsa, a quaffini. What body and Cassise no, Cassabi de Jumano. Is a woman and so until over can be a Ghana for. I'm a Ghana for so who said, Young the shells are no betting. Now, said your sass, and Nancy said, Nina Sakwe the same lamentations, and we are say, and I'll call Porter, we are say, and we are saying, is a non quan of spending so much time on. So can say, previous administration, until previous administration, no one. Nsema kusisen nani ade nti na man for tomorrow amutoma se baba ye adwuma na nya se beka complaining about previous administration enti no ye one problem yes finance minister ohun se emwa na man for so migidi so mo share TV no migidi se nipa bebe o ni anye ho na ye hwe budget na nkasa budget no. So my di kan pa yana nipa eniji ho peso mu say o main the friend say your GDP no e be grow akosisi na say be nyina akodusen cause GDP no eno na kire o man no ye kan ko ye mpuntuo bibia akoso e wo main mo main sikasem nyina eno mu nekina na no e be nyina kodusen say o hwe reports ayenya na fia. Let's say GDP no grow at a rate of 6.3%. We share independent institutions, international institutions, and so on. Also, a project is next year, say GDP may grow averagely around 6%. And so we are to force a kind budget, no. Also next year, GDP no it may grow at a rate of 4.8%. That is a na kakrase. Adia Sabri Crown ye grew at 6.3%. Independent bodies are almost almost quadruple finances. Almost higher assessment at a project is a big grow at about 6%. That is a honor and trust papa. So you grew at 6.3% now. Then you project is a you grew from a better form. And then is on one casano. The GDA war on one case the GDA a war the economy ni mon next say form because they say at this time will grow 6.3. That's also next year but about form about 4.8. That is GDA war for next year no a form because we also na budget na who thing merge na so when grow economy na GDP na a better na revenue so akonanim. So now aside this, we GDP na the growth no our projecting is so low na if you are afe ushema revenue so no the growth no and also a dampened. So, you see, can't say betting at it. So, GDP in there, and know your mining in a Japadi. Name on my part a 20 idea generate grants now, and no my revenue. She can't say it immediately. You want cut any idea. So, no, Ushema no so ni projection no our form so ni projection no our form cra our form because Sabria yekase afi also GDP revenue to GDP 16%. So 16%. Na 16% na economy as you say the touting say is doing well. The economy is doing well. The economy is doing well. The economy is doing well. Tout here. Now, I feel say revenue growth. Say here was 16% of GDP. I'll say the EBITDA in 2025 now is 16.8%. So 16.9 is the whole of next year. No, your revenue. No, the EBITDA become why is 0.8%. 0.8%. So now no so form. Enti na chese ye sika sema ye dey call 2026 mono e wo form GDP projection no e wo form revenue generation e wo form na se we no mo form a hin na obenya sika no e di finances no ma bebre block kan no anu a okan ni ma bebre se utia die nwanwa kra ba ku mi so say afie da enimi Apino, Babe Menuma, or be creating jobs. Now, jobs no be creating, no. I'll see 800,000 new jobs. Within you, at here for 800,000 new jobs. That is I cut 200,000 per na, I do 1 million. No. Now, I say, we know, economy, I feel any growth on the crown, you're optimistic about it, any revenue, we see creating jobs 800,000. In 1 year. Hey, any other Ghana acquire anymore. 800,000.
Honorable, it's not a plus, it's not a good one to see, say, you my employment in that large scale.
Minya, we can be optimistic, but we must be realistic. Okay, we must be realistic. 800,000 new jobs. Come on. I mean, this year, send or create year. This year. Sign or create here. As you nimu ashena. Na this year.
Sa no moka say abebi be one eso. Ain't no say if this year when who that massive push na definitely onu no nim ni nema omo hihye they have the 24-hour economy they're running. They have the big push. There are too many. Maybe say that 800 in Kokonkete is there to create the jobs. Jumera by the NEIP. There are a whole lot of policies to see them. Achieve that 800,000. And now,
Minya, you see, Casa de Nyadi, they me. So, and I say, agrobase franopa. I feel. Jobs ne say no create here. Answer na obabeba power no ma promises be break. And programs are okay no. Answer na obabeba power kikan ni na oba power and so the same finance minister obabe ready budget. Okani na sa fie wo mu obeye. Na buza on sa fie wo mu insen oye. Na buna wo oman mu hwe se de adwumasem asia problem. I rehosom esi wo elwak no. Adwumasem o so adwuma sem nipa hwe omonkwan ani ade it say adwuma ho ayedin the aban promises obey no ontimi nye na sa afimu ontimi ma enwuma na so yo afi edamanim de eno de be pagya akọ 800,000 Jesus more say aban etimi ma adwuma afi ba akopẹ 800,000 Gene hu yo na Ghana population yesen Ghana me ba Ghana nipa nyina o kabo mo yesen and I say afiba akupe ube mu 800,000 adwuma senia enka nyamia domania nkebia 2026 so carbine in 4 years out, the best sorry, so no, and so no. This is near company pay free outside, never be yet more Ghana. Because I feel about to me 800,000. And near remaining 3 years, no. Ghana, no. Yeah, this year, a big shortfall. You will call company penny B. If other countries, never be yet in Mawaha. And the mechanics say, we need track it. So, next Kasake, Yanum see a better track it. Say, or see 800,000. Yen China, Maninko, say, 2026, acquire no near Busa. I say, you who say, month by month, send a OC achieve way. So, never be brave and waka. TSA track it. Now, ye Magana for because a man be brave, overly optimistic. A idea, you need to do. So, any na said you can my chest cassie way, my chow way, big push or see almost a 30 billion way. Now big push now is 30 billion on Seno. A fee now. Originally was it $10 billion. A fee now the man would share big push anymore. A video was $30 billion. Oh BS to the mechanic and yama be breba wakikano. And yet idea Ghana for a furniture, say it's me monitor. So, na said the mechanic say, dear Meo Mukrani, a Juma so create my monitor. Say, start here, let's say by first quarter, January, February, March, and you know, and yeah, 800,000. First quarter, or send one creative. Second quarter by June, send one creative. Third quarter by September, send one creative. Now, yes, she said the Okano, and no cry, and I said,
Okay, so before I move on to another one, but Meka will say joining us on Zoom, the head of business and then economic bureau of Guta, Kwesi Appiah joining on Zoom for us to deal with the issues of almost sector and also as to how almost know. But clearly, talking about still with the job, I quite remember, if my memory serves me right, that during the 8 years regime of the MPP, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia came to tell us, he said, because of this mobile money interoperability and blah, 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 and all that in internet, we've been able to create 900,000 jobs. I mean, was it not scary to you at that time? But 800,000 is not optimistic for you?
Yeah, my brother, all that I'm saying is, yes, it's good to, promise. We need to be realistic, okay? We need to be realistic. I'm asking Ghanaians to monitor this. Let's track to see if indeed the government really mean what, it's telling Ghanaians. If we keep on looking back and doing these comparisons, it's good. It's a political debate. But who is in the chair now? Ghanaians have given the NDC their votes. They are expecting returns. Okay, so it's a social contract.
Okay,
whatever you are telling them, you have to back it strongly. Otherwise, it will amount to deceit.
Okay.
So all I'm saying is they should hold the government accountable, and we are all there to do. Just that. Okay. And we need to monitor. That is what I was saying.
Okay.
That all these, pronouncements is quite a lot. If you listen to the budget, it's quite a lot. And we are going to design templates to be able to monitor this. Okay. Because the Ghanaian deserves to know.
Definitely. Honorable, hold on, I'm coming back to you on this issue of the COVID-19 levy, which is fully scrapped this year, and what you think it will be, for the economy and all that. But clearly on Zoom, Kwesi Appiah, who is the head business economic bureau of Guta, Kwesi Appiah wala Zoom, so yen kone hona fe mene honorable so embra. So Kwesi ote menka me watching ema akwa baba Kessben TV na fe, so Kessben 92.9 bibia boko there.
Any media so betion ka emiadem.
Okay.
Na hoye the chair honorable ne onso chief woni ohwefo na.
Nice. Inti patcho ono camera ne my na fe yenhu wanim. Honorable line so utie opint, we're going to have a good conversation today na fe ahead here. But clearly utie your friend is saying finance minister a parliament and dra. Now clearly Guta Muhun is saying what will be your take on the year 2026 budget no?
Okay, that's be brave. In fact, we as a trade association, our hope was a little measured. Looking at where we have come from as a country, and a baby a year call. And we did so by looking at performance of our economy this year. When it's a business year, the hearing when it comes to the economy, it falls under the monetary side of the economy, which have to do with forex and a city's performance. Into share how forex has been managed, how the city has outperformed major trading currencies, and how it has protected our working capitals, and how it has also influenced policy rates, which has also brought down Ghana referencing rate and that of lending rate. Like I said, it's an evidence that there's hope for tomorrow. It's when we're listening to the budget reading, we're just taking in what we're expecting. Most of them was about the VAT reforms, which of course falls under the fiscal policy. They gave us a promise that they are going to reform our VAT system, because we have earlier made some complaints to them, say, we shared the structure and the administration of VAT system now and more businesses. It collapses businesses. Into a compliance will form. Compliance will form, it means government, you will not get your intended revenue. But as businesses, we are interested in helping you to achieve your revenue targets. It's actually some of the reforms that you can introduce to ensure self-compliance, acceptability, flexibility, and affordability within our VAT system. Its key issue was how earlier they decoupled the levies from the VAT system. You know, VAT was 15%. Then you have the levies, which is National Health Insurance, Get Fund, and COVID-19. That's 1%, making levy 6%, VAT 15%. Effective rate of VAT is around about 22%. Decoupling the levies from the, what they call it, the VAT introduced what we call the cascading effects, which basically is tax on tax. And when you charge tax on tax, it defiles one of the principles of taxation. And because they decoupled levies from the VAT, the levy was like end tax, which you cannot claim as businesses. Even though under the standard rates, you can do the input and output, but the levies were not claimable. The 6% became a cost to businesses. That was also depleting our working capital. So they agree with us that there's a need to couple the levies to the VAT rate so that we can claim both VAT and that of the levy. In doing so, you are saving business about 6% of our working capitals. That, to some extent, is a relief to businesses. But we would have wished for more as businesses, because this relief alone is not the total panacea to the structure and the administrative deficiency of the VAT system. So we had made some proposition to government that let's make VAT much more affordable, especially benchmarking it against the sub-Saharan African country VAT rates. Across Africa or West Africa, the VAT system in terms of VAT is higher. That also affects mobilization.
Okay.
And the argument has always been that it's not about high your tax handles are that will ensure revenue mobilization, but making it much more responsive to market dynamics will increase your mobilization. Into
Okay.
Africa countries, revenue in terms of tax revenue to GDP, there was Ghana there was for. Notwithstanding, this step is probably a step or indication that in the future we could be getting what we are looking for.
Okay.
And so you also realize that we're having a flat rate, which also introduced some threshold in terms of sales turnover for some level of businesses. 200,000 turnover, you fall within the 4%. Now they have increased it to about 700,000.
Yeah.
That also brings some level of relief to business, more or less at the startup level. Okay, saving these people those monies also give them the opportunity to grow.
Okay.
So that reforms to some extent is welcome, but as Olivers,
You
we
ask for
always
more.
will ask for more to ensure that our bus system, our tax system is sustainable and is business responsive to ensure self-compliance, ensure government also gets sustained and reliable taxes from our community
Okay.
for economic growth.
Okay. So clearly, my member, Honorable Chunebua Fukuhono, what it tells us and then it means Guta, from what we are hearing, there's some form of a breather when it comes to a business in terms of would you appreciate that level of what they are seeing in the budget for 2026?
Yeah. I mean, I have listened to my brother.
Yes,
yes, I don't have a challenge where a particular, tax arrangement is being simplified to make it easier, for business. Okay, so simplifying the VAT system, bringing in this flat rate, because sometimes the administrative work around is even, put people off, and people might end up even not, doing the returns and all that. So simplifying it is okay. Raising the threshold such that, smaller new businesses that are fragile could have some funds to run and all that. That is okay. You see, we don't debate because we just want to debate. Okay, so if this is going to bring relief to businesses, especially the new businesses that are just coming up, that is fine. But like I said, it goes beyond just addressing a segment of the issue. You are looking at the economy in its totality. And if the entire economy is doing well, its impact, goes everywhere. It goes to all sectors. Okay, and that is what we are looking at, the bigger chunk.
Okay.
So you ask yourself, yes, COVID levy now abolished, which is, was a promise they made.
Yeah.
They actually said they were going to abolish it this year. And this year, they didn't do it. And I think then the coming year, they had no choice than to abolish it. It was their promise, and they had to do it. So, I'm not going to say, tax issues is going to bring relief, then we have problem with it. If it's supporting business, that's fine. But you see, there's one thing that mostly we get wrong. And we need to be careful. You see, we have to be careful the way we do. We use taxation to do politics. Okay, here we are. If you look at the continent and even the sub-region, the West African sub-region, revenue to GDP, Ghana is among the lowest. We are among the lowest. revenue to GDP. Yentimi yet 2 years, and Yanitinama, Eduba Biani and Watcher, because taxes no, and one of the best supported growth and development. So, your tax to GDP, and as a revenue to GDP, no, will form. Until we have to be careful how we meddle this with politics.
Okay.
And you see, we also have to be careful. The timing of some of these. Okay, the timing of some of these in an economy. When you are taxing, you have to look at growth patterns as well. Okay, growth patterns as well.
Okay.
Different sectors, how they are doing, and is the time right to even either relax or increase the taxation there or not? Because it shouldn't be based on just promises, and you want to by hook or crook do this because you said it some years ago. Situations might have changed. And you see, where taxation, this is how it works when you want it to work well. Where, the economy is doing well, or when certain sectors are doing well. Of course, if you are doing well, we could look at taxing you, accordingly. If you are not doing well, if you're struggling, we rather come in to save you, and if you're coming to save, then some relief and all that. Okay. So look at the economy in totality, looking at its growth trajectory, and you ask yourself, is it time to tax more, or is rather time to give relief? Okay. And then you're looking at various sectors, various segments, like the SMEs and co. Is it time to give them more relief, or now they're doing well, we need to tax more to be able to support them more and all that? It should be a strategy, not just a promise and, I made a promise years ago, it must be done, hook or crook, whether it's going to be helpful, whether it falls within a strategy or not. But I don't want to belabor that because, we talk about it. But what I said earlier on is that the minister said a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of things. Various sectors, various programs, the allocations that he's made to various programs, and so these are significant amounts of money.
Okay.
Ghanaians, like I said, should be monitoring.
Okay.
Giving allocations, but at the end of the day, are we going to see real disbursements? If you look at the 2025 budget, ask yourself, what percentage was even really expensed? Okay. The budget that we approved, what percentage was expensed? Okay. So just allocating figures, we need to be careful, not to think that means, yes, work done. No. We need to monitor to be sure that these funds are actually disbursed to support the programs that they are meant to support. So monitoring is key, and we are all here, to do so.
Honorable, you better say pass it when you didn't come repair me. You better baby when you didn't come up. You better say.
Yo, meet the chief.
All right, so that was a honorable Chineboa Foku MP Manson Quantan Officer Deputy Ranking Economic Development Parliament. But I remember Kusi Hona Menene Rana. So clearly, a breather Emma the more often more tone near my business community and all that. Like you said, no, Oliver, you're asking for more, but clearly, 2026 budget, looks good for you. Yanoma reflection be saying, am I from more business community side? You be saying, how would we feel it?
VAT is a consumption tax.
Okay.
That means a who consumer no when they say uchia. If there's reduction of VAT from effective rate of 22% to 20%, at least to you as a consumer, you are also going to make some level of savings, about 2% or so, in terms of your consumptions. It's a relief to you as a consumer. The other side of it is VAT become part of the cost push in terms of price buildup. When VAT comes down, that's if consumption tax comes down, it obviously will affect prices of items, which prices are supposed to respond to. Because if we are paying VAT of 50 cedis now, we say pay 40 cedis. At least now there's some savings of 10 cedis for you.
Okay.
And prices of items at its rate of either increase or decrease also have some influence on inflation.
Okay.
Which, of course, is possible to also bring inflation down.
Okay.
And of course, we know when inflation is coming down, its correlated lines is also about policy rate also coming down, which affects lending rates. Into as consumer, you can also have some kind of affordable rates to access a facility to live a good life.
All right.
Ending up.
Quick one.
Ending up. You see, it's time the politicians understand this. That tax mobilization is very good, but responsive tax policies will reduce corruption, will reduce undercutting, and it will also help businesses to grow, which eventually will help the economy to grow.
Okay.
That is how I'll end that conversation.
All right. But I say Ura Kusi Apia, we head business and economic bureau of Ghana Union of Traders Association. Good Yada Sibe Charles. See a din come repair me besan baby near din come 27 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. Hanom Kessben 92.9 official Kessben TV on DSTV channel 364 and on Go TV channel 121 meeting at the Mansanson for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Yendin komo na fe ye ne ahunka hit patch for ending komo na yenhwe de eko omukọ ye mafi omopa omakwechi no matuntum bia mese mekọ origin chemist miami ko hu bi meni so a intino na dese na nya frakadam ohona mechel mekọ origin chemist mekọ to edro na mekọ to nasal spray mi ko ne gu ho amato a intino chese ekwa quantity na mekọ hu ye na swate amon for top amon for to hit patch na ede a
Heat patch, no, whether a church for a heat patch, a painkiller, but painkiller way there, a plaster the tire.
Okay.
It's your chance here, that quite 360, your chance here, who say, Nipa do dona and pay out a war nipedium. A yard bonipedium, open say, if you so now, ultimately call Ojuma. Into as a say, we yawn if you nipedium, but you painkiller. Now, so I'm heat patch, a painkiller infantry. Because on say yata say painkillers na yen no no egu e medium bibre high your kidney your livers the stress egu so into the heat patch heat patch plaster or better baby bia your ye bia na eyi ya no fi wo am but men ka say heat patch we ye the oils essential oils na ye
okay
ye banus me person me mention just few your ginger oil, wormwood oil, cinnamon oil, ligustrum oil. Your oils are essentials are to a yaw a free nipedium. If I say Koto Joya, which ya, Oquenchi ya, or 9 ya, baby beer yo ye dear, a 2 year inferior. Sciatica, it was here. Menstrual pain. It was here. Back pain. It was here. Wako bobo. We pray be what you maybe what yashi. Unhunyo ye use heat patch. A bit twice yamau. A bit twice yamau. Say who use for 5 days, 9 twice, which means there's a problem.
Okay.
Just a pain now. You just need 3 to 5 days. You don't need more than 5 days. The young man pain for now. Omo da so because we say nyina na we chi because of age you know we chi okoto jo ya and omo da so da bit me frame me me fia kra me ko mo bi o events la pass any achimota into omo de bia na omo to ba yenum ya yendru ho no ya no bad 3 to 5 days so you should no na say say ko and na wo the tire so between 8 to 12 hours. Into you are covered for the day. Tana pass o ku adwuma oyo oba na ukọ o menses oyo menses bosomi so na untumi a o the tire na pa na ukọ wejuma so a the whole day are covered to so udu fie o yi a na the for tire and na we so betumi dey dware ense enya hwe edro still ejuma. Now one good thing about it says so only the tire within 5 minutes no we say it produce heat because as soon as you ube wire no na ube tire na wa activate a drone no na start air ye hunan majuma the heat no it goes through your pulse to ko na ye hunan no a room na ye juma na ya fi formal mesremo obi ontumi nyusu e drone bi ayo bia wafa yefun ana oma akore no fuo ana se unam no bebi atwitwi eni ada ekuru infanta ekuru so akora only 12 years obi only 12 years and above so ntumi nyusu because edro no ano hyepa mameka we so nka ho efa no yemfa no say one time bi obi kam say you say edro no because ano hye nti yemfa yi nini and a tree home. Obi say no migraine. So no person with Blobian or at the tire.
Okay.
The side of the head.
Okay.
Amazing. I'll say within 20 to 30 minutes. No migraine no call. I'm saying we don't advise that we use but better with him because of the harshness of oils. No, but on no use in a coin. Because I say so it tells you the effectiveness and efficacy of the product.
Wow.
It tells you effectiveness and efficacy of the product. Products where they are unyusu and can say anye juma ma. What I say? Unless the doctor no say your pain is unbearable, and then do taria or bema an adjunct therapy attached to this because your pain is unbearable. Say pain be your levels of pain.
Yes.
We moderate to severe pain. You can use it.
Okay.
Neko.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Obi baby say FDA approved it there.
I approve. Yes.
Oh, and they said them. You see the same. Maybe so when you find.
Into no otia. Me person because you don't know na omotia use.
Okay.
Into otia a chain white, enemy brown. See.
Okay. Enemy near brown.
Enemy brown. See.
All right.
A chain white.
Okay.
Into no there. Eche white no white meanu na tayechi obu wa onya tare onayi na oyi white we a no we ja no do atare o de we tare
so no
still I saw white way no
okay
no beto brown no
enu ne dru no
e no de tare to do we tare a you are covered for 8 to 12 hours
okay
bebre no omu wire the omu yi wepe no o de atare unya hwivim because we no akate dru no so
okay
and na pacho o de tare make sure say ube cleaning hormone dry.
Okay.
And all the time oil so enya contact on.
Okay.
Enya contact on. Now edro we baby bi obenye bi. You see I chop it the whole Ghana.
Okay.
Greater Accra pharmacy bi a Greater Accra obenye bi.
Okay.
Okwa Ashanti region pharmacy bi a Ashanti region hot apet baby a.
Okay.
I have region and the Bono region baby bi wo ho.
Okay.
Okwa Eastern region baby bi wo ho.
Okay.
Volta region baby bi wo ho.
Wow.
My person mentioned few places are on make key wholesalers for Oko Ashanti regional Oko Western Pharmacy Oko Benny's chemist Silver Pharma Ozone's chemist Costa Pharmacy any Saks Pharmacy means go work Kumasi Saks Pharmacy omo baby Saks Pharmacy bia wo Kumasi Osabeka na Oba Eastern region Oba Gapson Pharmacy, Eastern Chemist, Delight Pharmacy. Every pharmacy be a Western region. Kufa do yako odan Jubilee Pharmacy, Kenop Care Pharmacy, Kenny Drugstore benye bi o.
Okay.
And na pacho se o pese o frɛ no hu baby a obenye bia. Number we na se obet my friend.
Okay.
0546 444 192.
Okay.
We say subium.
Okay.
0546 444 192.
Okay.
And now say Anna Pacho Mebo. And now say 024 850 9003.
Okay.
024 850 9003.
Okay.
It's from me, baby bill be central region, or western region, western north, or northern region, upper east, upper west.
Baby
Bia. All right. Now, Mr. So Sunday same number we are ofra, so baby, two tons.
Yeah.
Into 2 tons so they are offering that number we are.
Okay.
All
right.
Aye.
Yada say ahonkan hit patch for yada see bebre say mobile yeah to check it time now 36 minutes past the hour of 8 now Abbas Amogobo offense so say honorable Ato forcing has made finance simple to every Ghanaian. He and the president thinks about Ghanaians and their businesses. NDC is not into collapse businesses, but we are here to grow businesses and Ghanaians, not the MPP who will come and talk about Oxford economics, but practically empty due to corruption practices. Onosonedia or the Ebayan and then Tomala say, what a solid budget by all standards. This budget will bring massive infrastructure development, create jobs and income, and surely render the MPP completely useless. JM and the NDC are the best asset for this nation. MPP never again. Greetings to Abubakar Sadiq, the DC of Ahafua North Southwest, and then Chairman Kobroni, and then the Ashanti Regional Minister. And also, Yadanasi 37 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. Susie Heba at Tennessee New Common, Nafi Yamra Baxis. Susie Biabo there.
Yanko pardon.
The radio so I say.
Bibia
so you're fine. Bibia so fine. A radio don't
come. Man, so you actually come out.
And
that's my also do guaba. I send the best 7,000 bisu. Mama belling na me show be anim no. I say koye. I send the best and then Niabro. Kojo Niabre, I send the Tika Nema Bubum.
Oh, okay. Citizen Papa Bakona Betono last week, you know. And Adam for pa and a child. But or the Susie ni be called with 2 coin. Into the Aseno Hoko. Or the Biasano Hoko. Charles Hoko or the Trail Coy or by I am only my check I am Kojo Tiheo Pebi into the money be why Manabako Crans. Mammy for me, I'm the best of the why Charles then the Asa. Bombing Common, match I for. Mama share Kessben TV, the one so mutie Kessben FM. So, about can you match your mommy for Susie Aba? Said the Kojo Kaka Chemono. As I see, said the Medicaka, well, so tana. What is so pan so na winimu? What is so pan munya would de? What is so pan and near Manco ye? What is so pan not as ye and you, but now who will be any general? Ye and you foul. Now who location no? Maybe I told me kita code no a Drew Friday say. Me check code ni ma o we be ma na wani baje na be hu anije location code na me de ma wo CB men e member shia na won kita CB men na asa de wo ba da brijo no ya fa ye hwe e ma bo chenku na obi a wonum CB men kotwem wo se pe ahumeka bi anim ye ntwe ni sa mewe o mo se wujafo na ekono wa sasa no adurade wo ti ane ya me sro e ma obi nka bi nchiro one side, we a nice man. Kita 6 packs. A must have been pregnant, so be versus the Fiabi and you are the influence. I dear but now, now which is it DNA. One was see a DNA, boy from Moboa. Yes, you advocate. Said DNA, Uncle 8,000 Ghana cities, and 10,000. What's the wound more diplomacy Munya de Mwajuma, and we will man up and said DNA Mra. 500 Ghana cities, I am for more tomb. Yet they got 10,000 Ghana cities. Wouldn't mean ye be, we home be mam was soon. Maybe I chow 1 penny to Tumpennoa. 1 person how do you fear? 1 coach CBBR. What do you CB men capsules? CB men, a ye be may, and my bema simuya would ding. And my subbe infection bowsua, a pamonu tuna seem. Yes, I do no, and go grown infections of Moa, or we are more be on 1 year day. A cat back up a crowd will moja more. Or to me, two cosia water and also no massa baby brew within 6 months. A big crash 3 months. Me patch out more than a day. Now one so kuno. Oh, Kwa, a CB men and baku infections. Say a gonorrhea syphilis. We see mu I am ray. Me patch out Bemomuki Kaya shock at it. I fed dear, would you who baby and you want to be so? Why are you so much? A CB men a bra. Man, papa, but uncle, but to me, you should not boy, Jume, na abwa. What do you say? Oh, a bad wow, papa. Who see ya, we ya.
na wontimi mbɔ adwuma wosisi ɛyɛ wo ya na wontimi ntena se ɔtika se ɛyɛ wo ya woda wontumi na wo honam ɛyɛ wo ya ɛyɛ CB men capsules and a babuao. Now you saw how in a free so. While we are under 2 minutes, and then they get under 2 seconds. Hey, and Emre, obi the what dear co, bra, to Milika, Jewadia Jiwanimunium, says say Yanakura, I draw with the bayan of Saya CB men. Anopa, you too, and you may never say you too. A bra, what did you? I know them. It's yadidi. Mimi breakfast no. Menyama bro food ye bi. Dokono ga kenke ni beans bi a crown fish bi so. Ana ma betie bi anopa bi ni nkuruma. Ana banku ni abenkwan. Ai na fufuo ni nkatenkwan ya. Ya chichichiri ya made agusuo. Eno ni mi breakfast. Mimi di breakfast di koko ni spoon na mo keka me. Bitimi fenti. Enti sa wo di koko ni sa titi no a. Enya we betumi afa. Wo so ka me ho ni ye di heavy anopa. Di ubo wia na wa you CB men mienu enwumre odidi kwota wa you CB men mienu na wan kasa me ma 7 good days wodi be wie one bottle no wa won sanchene ebeda di woni paduam ya numbers no aba screen so watumi afa me san bo ama ya numbers na aba screen so no wan mo he TV no your numbers and the screen so no share be tete ya be how adi wunya bra wan kasa wa bra enkoyie frɛ na yemfa ye no sa ya we uti ready wa number C 0247 11 1671 0247 11 1671 oba wudie nie ye ka mema no na ye ka ma emma bebre ya under 2 minutes de bia de kwose mema no emma bebre bi kura 2 seconds emma bebre asawom pam etu obi je wade SHS for yi ji say na wusu sister what do you see be women ebema won so ho aya wodin na wo tena so ye 360 degrees holding phone holding TV holding microphone ni na be kura mu na wo just samba nko a enkrofo attack from behind her ani gie ba na ye to nyon sign check emai na sign check wo nko na wusu da bia missionary wa bon wate me patcho mo what do you see be women wonuma woni be mesha wa yase oya ebeja ebefiri ho woni be mesha ne nso na san ba abonte enkomu ma wonyim enwo ba ebeja wodi na no be ye kama betumi anyema wo ba wonyinya miscarriages infection tena wa wodi mu na edi wunya num sibi women ebeboa wo obabu nsa enye na obre emaye wa yase itwa na wo te so num sibi women why infection tema wasikekaw ensagwo enema poto bebre na ohu ho no mo ebi kra de yi nka num sibi women infection bia ye wo no bomoden na to sibi women ebe tight walls no ebe ma ho achia so na som so autoposa hia okọ be saba ase wo ma de bedi anko no ma won sanka sibi women e na oba ebe siesie wa ye wiye wani beje ba wuntimi nyonso wo so no sibia eboa ohunam ye wo ye wuntimi didi da bia sa wo yare wa wo njare wa ye rofo e sibi women e na beboa wo ma won sa enka bi sibi soap of fedua me pa cho ye de pedicure ni manicure wow enti apai onenti flaky aye dendende won sama sisi nchecha aye den omowe ma propro enso yegutoi na no pro ni nanti pai na no pro ni nantamu pro ne nsama wire na pro odi tu nsoma no osu me pa cho ne bedi wakagina mu aboa wa atwitwa age o eye sibi soap no wodi eno ni esimu posi se wa hu enti uti kotena de abonsu efo a na de afofos na aye fomi aye avuru na onsa na ba bia apro no na wode kotena tai wo eye wonantama na wonsantam na apro a wode be fifa wo sei wajana some 50 minutes obetumi awo obetumi de warm water ni adanche awoshe obetumi so normal water ye ni na kama wo cream be obetumi de afa bibia ne wo so a eno aye adwuma ni nyina me ba chaw for your numbers no wo pese utu ye nro ni biton ewo wo pharmaceutical shops and I herbal shop me ba chaw si bi nro de the new issue ebumi wan tombia oboka enti for numbers na me deliver Thursdays and Fridays obekua me na me delivery ko peska bana me ni kojo edu Friday me ni kojo fa kure boy bo ye yam so am ye nije enti me pa chaw obese utu bia Thursdays and Fridays me deliver am for numbers no na ye ni komo 0247 11 1671 me ma for 0246 57 8750 0246 57 8750. Open the door, Braya Soy, Sugma Menshia, factory Nugu, Kevin so, and I call a passion bar. Dopo Sonic na ya swabegua. They will pay a price near the same. What could to be now so what all? Yet deliver swa. Thursdays, Fridays, or KPD, bro. Kojo,
yes, sir.
Yan in Tamo, and then discussion with
you trust in
your straight. So to say, yeah, we risky me to trust it.
Matthias, yeah. But I say, Susie, and Eddie, and Common. Now, Bonti, at the text message about the WhatsApp about say, we only hope this budget will not cripple our economy again in the near future. On also need the but since it's existing IMF, it is not adding value to our raw materials to expand good, etc. These are what Ghana deserves. So Ghana deserves better. On also Nadia or the Abanon. And then this one says that I am Eben in Kwabenya. Truly, President JDM is the hope. And he is resetting the country well. This is what we call the Asempa budget, and not what we witnessed sometime back under a runaway former finance minister. Thank you, Mr. President JDM, for such a wonderful, splendid leadership. Regards to Honorable MC Agbogan, East. And then Honorable Peter Kwesi Mensah, PSC Tema Shipyard, and then TDC Boss Courage, Makafin and Nekweku, on also Nidia or the Ebay. And on the 47 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. and Mede Amamakane na so ebe twaso amount, and then ya twaso Jeffrey Okanse Kabutia Tenase Revenue Mobilization Africa, Charles McCarthy Wufia Kojo Yeboah, and after so Netrain Apia Bodi member government communication team NDC on also Tenase Babedin Komo Wufia no paying for Michamu ina Bibia Boko there. Nice. Charles, me who watch it? Yes, so called Rwanda, Tanzania. I think you left Tanzania and then you went to Kenya, right?
My passport came. I say 2000.
Passport.
Apart from 350 there.
Okay.
Open and then your China year 2,000 Ghana cedis.
Yeah. Sir.
Yes.
I thought someone is one.
No, it was from the sea. That is
Express now.
I have said so.
No, but Express is less than that. Yeah, it's less than 2,000. My wife did one. You just have to pay. You have to fill the forms and pay online.
Okay.
And if you want premium,
you
pay 200. I'm here with you.
You are somewhere.
I'm here with you. I've monitored it too.
The new passport that chip the chip embedded one.
Yes,
that is a privilege you want to have.
So talking about a chip embedded passport, I open and within 24 hours you pay 2,000 cedis.
Okay.
And I don't know why it is not the case. The 350 thing is there.
Okay.
Matisu from 500 to 350 is there. And they were, but to say if you want a passport tomorrow, now tier 2,000, there you will get it.
No, okay.
For the chip embedded one.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I need to find out.
Matthias here. Yes, shall say any Komo. Charles. Okay.
Manual passport.
Okay. And you know, Mamisha same fee. Could you be able to sorry mention? Nice.
Please, if you can take a gentle read of what
the price of new chip embedded passport in Ghana is 350, following a 30% reduction from the previous 500 fee that took effect on November 13, 2025. This applies to ordinary passport booklets. Until cut down, new fee is 350, previous is 500. Effective date 13th November 2025.
Okay.
So that is what is there.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Read this one.
Miss I can't be on. And Obi Ade wa have. Okay, so okay, so honestly say starting tomorrow, you can apply for a Ghanaian passport to get it within 24 hours for a special fee of 2,000 Ghana cedis. No middleman. Apply to passport.mfa.gov.gh. Passport application fees have been reduced from 500 to 350 cities with free delivery, 30% reduction, and also media and then me producer so at the producer so they say blah 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 new passports.
It's not about being political.
No, I just want
one of my Facebook
to have a neutral.
Okoje to posted this one, right? It says new passport fee. It's 350 now, not 500. Effective date 30 November.
So I think what we are saying, we are on the same page. My dear brother, I think we are on the same page.
Khalid, I'm telling you something. Khalid check. I Twitter NDC used Khalid.
No, forget about
NDC.
But before you come with the political view, boss.
No, please don't say that. We are sharing views.
I'm doing you a favor. I'm doing you a favor.
But that premise is wrong.
I'm from the CSO.
That premise is wrong. As if when you from a political party, you
proceed
can't
for
be
your
objective.
safety. Proceed for your safety.
No, you see what McCarthy is saying.
Yeah.
You ain't mean dispute it completely because you see, say open passport na open premium. Na bi oha open say onye na nimani mu ya. That 350 that is being quoted even online. Say oko na oka say it should be delivered to you in your home. The price may go up.
Suddenly.
Okay.
So oko na oka say okay, me pese e go through the same process na me transe. They will test me say me megia and you are relatively lower. But the fact is that open privileges beer. At times you pay for it. But the fact must be made clear, say, passport bonus what?
Okay.
From 500 to 350. Okay. But getting a cheap embedded passport like McCarthy is saying, it will be different from, let's say, 32 pages or leaflet passport.
Sorry, okay. You see, I was trying to save you. And you have decided to go that tangent.
No.
The cheap embedded was not the issue. It's the premium.
But
even the
351
is cheap embedded.
Okay.
It's the same thing I mentioned.
You're not saying the same thing.
All right. What are yanko matters? No, see any passport. Charles na me bisa so we 2 coin. And
last
the same thing I mentioned.
No, it is not.
Of Switzerland by nobody and they say from so me and them call straight.
Nice one.
Oh, them call passport office. Omo J back we are 1,500.
Nice.
Okay.
Instant. Omo ye my instant. Ye kwa no pa. We are better 3 ho. No my be my. But we are the only about 3.
Okay.
Switzerland me mom 1,500.
You get the clarity for what you just
said.
Now look at the line I was ruling. He stated, said chip embedded. His focus early on was more to do with the chip embedded being the cost. And that's all I'm trying to correct. Say, and I'm when you share on Sano, say, can I say 350? They are also cheap. Okay. Please, are you getting me?
Yeah.
That is all I wanted to clarify.
Okay. All right.
But with the issue of premium, I am go back into history.
Okay.
About 3 years ago, I'm one of the serious advocates of this against this Guru boys who were actually making. In fact, I have a paper that I wrote that how is it that people were ready, and this one I can even take it to education for you. People were ready to pay 2,000 cedis for a passport from Guru boys, even to pay. Even there was a case in time. Ghana ni Edisika man Nigeria ni non-correct connection passport man. That was when I was so angry and I wrote that article.
Okay.
And so my correction was that all the cards, all the passports have the chip embedded in them.
Okay.
But clarity is what you have said, the two of you have said about the fact that you want premium.
Yeah, class.
Then you fall out of a general public service. So you claim that you don't want but you want a premium one. And when you go to education, today as we speak today, people are readily paying 20,000 for the awards to get A-class schools.
Yeah, 25,000 and all.
God bless you.
Yes. So
but you see, the total amount government gives for 1 year per child is less than 10,000 cedis. But in my confusion, let me put at 10,000 cedis. So it makes the case for some of us. People, if you properly target, people can pay. And then let's select it well.
Yeah, don't be shy because una ufi a revenue mobilization Africa about una sikasemini no you want to really see how the thing went na fi yen moya kan so no will pick what we also want to pick on and the start if you so in the next 8 minutes the finance minister yesterday presented the budget 2026. I mean and right you're not as your expectations that you gave now we expect sanka obeye ni no. Do you think that why bubo and the 2026 looks good for us as a country?
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity once again. Enra, leading common. Niama na your paper way so. met me the amount no here me your checklist after one na near enra me santenasia metro and no so next page.
Okay.
Say ofa nyama dodo na me no be kan enra ni na recording no so ho unya ni me share about 80% we addressing those issues. But let's always note this. You find to your dream, they say, near I can say, you be here, cry, why no, and in near also obey no, and in near him second obey no. Do na I can't say, you be say, obey, be say, you can say, realistic targeting for revenue. Say, but I did be this year, you need to say, twice, say, to see, you say, academia and research for me can say ye maso kakra. We always meet our target to the bika broso and just an keke but we say utre etuono ne net ni mu a utre na ehwe mbia bia ebema potoka se me can say expanding the tax net and obeboa so na on ku no so ebenya kakra to ompudu mu no mo bia o madwuma no mu no and expanding the tax base would automatically be chere say adwuma ko no obie na adwuma no mu na chere say oje adwuma fo bebre no chere say paying of the personal income tax and the company income tax ni bebie enra yemi say o chere ye say threshold na o kan say obe twem kakra ama so akosoro ama adwuma ko nkiti ni bi mu atwe omo afa eto no etua no e VAT aso e ene omo eto no yemi say waye awo krata aso enti be hwe nim say o de be ba de ba be ma sa nyuma ko no amayen enra mesan so ebo so e wa say ye ba ne ye be kan about tax net na ye be biem na informal sector on adwadifo no ho no ye me say obi wo ho a ono wo ho wo na wan ma ba say wo beje ye me say as far back as 2019 na me call city tax dialogue me kan about the night and dawn economy na me hwe on mu di dwa enwumre enye aban bi na de on ba o mo na mu di omudwa oko La Paz say night market wo ho wo be call su night market na wo ho sankofo mu di dwa no na ye na ma me mo kokwan so kofa bode banche ene ntos ni amabai oba be piem be say 3 am na 4 am sa no 9 ana no mu ho no awa be piem ho no ono wan kan say odwane say on tuato no ye tax avoidance ono waba abedi ni dwa no ko se kan wo ho na kan wo ye waje usika and this tax avoidance net no yet me closing in na night and dawn economy yet me etere ko fa ho a ke be die sika ndo na ho na ma enye wa adwene say ye ka 10,000 20,000 sa body track kese na eba no ye ka sika etwa efa pudo pa 70 80,000 90,000 na oba na obe yi ama bosio kan buyi ono edi ni dwa ewie wo ha ka waje woto woni wanje woto nto no okọ oya manti magi any anti film no no ko sai scan ese ekohwe na okọ artisanal industry ona ye to aban fu say in the construction industry sika pudo bi she ho a aban dia onkoje ye enu kire sen obeba na mason carpenter tilers omunyina edwuma site ho otuo musika na aban ne to no ewo he obehu say obi bedwen say ye ka say o carpenter o ahan na onya ofo adan ba akoso say ya onyi kra ni 70 80 100,000 waje na so o be say dan be say 3 na ofo so around the same time manager o bank kra ahia ni salary kra endure no so wan ko jinti na ahwiri yen enti ka kira aban say on maka building permit no so no on fa san hye ni bi enhye ho aban kra cha ka say o mo launch modified taxpayer net we be kwa trafa informal sector me gidi ebon ba say o mo be ko trickle down effect no naka enti sankofo nyina embehye tax we say ni mu na hwe covid levy na oyi free ho no ye me say naka me ka say kana ye ne o medi nkita ho be say mfie mienu ekoyi abanda da ne aban we nyina e fa say do sans tax to be abedi na dwuma wie nti so okọ na emu okọ no ka ye hwe say ko betima dane ne din no asesa ne din no na ya ma no repurposing ya ma na dwuma form wa ye dwuma ben ni sa in the health sector this Ghana Medical Trust Fund o ma ye e be hia sika nti ka ma nitina ho ka betima disika kakra e de etwa afọ ho enso we ye free ono nso no ni nya ba ko bi wo FN excise tax ono de osanso wo ho nti enso mo gigi size sika na beko futu kese ni they should earmark omo twi ho kakra enkogu mama case ni na NCD am a campaigner for non-communicable diseases yarewa bia enye wo na obe friend se omra ɛnɛ so akɔpiem sɛ galamsey dodoɔ no a yɛyɛ no nsuo no a yɛnom na mu nti no yɛm sɛ the NCDs bebree bɛba nti on the overall industrial we say hub no I've seen a shift so ɔmo bɛ activate 7 industries and I'm looking at say activate na ubien saa na there's another thing na say we forex now why adwuma papa amana aba from no ebema omo di goods na fi amano no eba no omo benya tumi e di bebree aba say 5,000 there so ntie and so eno bema oyi bebree e di aba bebree ne ba industries na we ye wo ha no eho goods na be piem aba no ebe wo so nti wo hwe statistical service omo index omo ye na consumer index na utumu say even though inflation akofom kakra no aye fere amaye no local manufactured goods no ono the inflation is ekosoro e kire say goods na fi amano na eba no na ne bo no wo form chain ye de wo hai wo be sa na aye ama wa say wo de eto kakra eto ne a eba no so this year ye nwa be ma onobo odum eko Nigeria eko bo mo emu rice sector no emo odada no nti wo ye production wo ma hade no so no na wo de eto ne kakra ato the airban no so na protect san ko ron kiti na obe
okay but I see bebre Jeffrey Okanse Kabute and our training kind of revenue mobilization Africa and here to kan kojo ma minti o 8 minutes na fe membra natural hona in Charles and to us all
ko nya so initiative for na hwefo na me nua no mo fofra ma ho mo yi o mo dem ho mo da Friday class nta o mo ma bi ma mi sha mo da to mo ba mo akwa ya tu so be hagine especially abrante be hagine pa ko je no come oni dia na mpe mi go no come bi say yam fan say carpenters no omo at least onya contractor abayman contract e na wo pe bi age fi no ana ono ane na mo akopɛ ne contract wi a o boni kiosk bi so the pay the man kakra no e na wo pe so omra metua tax in fi ana se de e ho na mpesa metina
emu bia no emu chekere se on se maame na ono so eton ade o kwese eje no tipto lane for eje omo levy and it can also obo carpenter no sa adwen na o sisi na nam so bo sa adwen no ansa me ko ehwehwem no sika na wo bo ma no enye minka carpenter na obo kiosk ba ko na oje antifua 1,500 no won carpenter na ofua bra Maakye dan so no ono no woje a woje 60,000 70,000 and now sa construction site no ebi wo ha eto ataso be say 4 buildings o moye nti ono kwa akoji sa contract no nia oje no around about 200,000 cedis and so one contractor no nti akitua no no ye twi kofa
na me put this question no we say no anya fair to the patrono market obi sunsuo oton piota ye taxi no obi wo shop kese ye taxi no tu pesa o chese nipa na ono de okobo kiosk ndie meme en taxi but go that kese no
me say be
no
tie me me say
etimi present the babon
me ko elephant no me ko baby a enam no kudo no wo no o de o kai
o so enya nam kese nko na ede enketo an bi tu ede
tie wentie ma me chobe ba ba yam se bibi so me bo bibi a wantie
me say dem kwa say de cha yi
sa o kai say
o de Jeff ma ne nwie ne die no na
o ma me nwie
come back to
information say I mentioned about the modified taxation for informal sector
yes
and no never ko chinkito ano omo de omo launch in last week and so me niko di echire say omo be for nkito na wo kan say carpenter nkito but na me make say yeah my boy no suwe ye no na me wie ye no mu na me ko kan akesefo ne de no
okay all right thank you
it's my minto
yeah ko me ask unum say budget there me ka those days sum krabo ko ta kwai budget bi ba mu ko fo ba to ase ba mu yes ya kana kese sa ma she and as en kranche what ma say no o pe oba bi de wa betima dwa woni mu a che no property a papa no na na mo can be chensa na wonya na chicken from ba ko mi enu wi a o pra on ko pa wonyina ho sa na ye ba mi no say this die o mu previous administration de twetwa mu no mo kasa ansem e dem ko fa jeje ba no jeje budget to repetitions e wo mu a enkacha wo gina ho kra anka ba bi o da so na what man say Kojo but now NDC way NDC am wo mu idie we show mu previous budget on the ba montin now show hihia omo ye and into ti omo ye dia na Kojo hwe dia do omo dia bai ebetima ye so betima di so because all shape the previous way 1 year mo ba in 1 year mpo do omo ba betu so no mpo na obi budget ɛna ɔmo wura mo hwɛ nyima ɔmo de ayɛ ɛyɛ perfect it is ɔmo betuma continue deɛ no ɔmo de ba ayɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ deɛ Ghana obi a ɔmo bɛtɔ no but ɔmo yɛ saa so ana yɛ ɛno na ɛnìyɛn ɔmo hyɛ kwadwo ha adwene o NPP fo ana so ɔmo sɛ ɔmo former house kwadwo obi yɛ ntumi ana ofie hɔ because ɔmo afa sectors ne nyinaa baabiara yɛtwa biribi de kɔ yɛbɛ make sure sɛ bɛyɛ ne yie wotuma sɛ na sɛ ɔmo yɛ ne nyinaa wie da sɛ na ɛyɛ abɛyɛ one party state o sɛ de ɔmo ka nyina ɔmo sɛ ɔmo bɛtumi ayɛ paa deɛ ɔmo ayɛ no as assembly members ɔmo me ayɛ waso ɛsɛ ɔgɔn obiara ni agye sɛ ɛba bɛgye pe ɛna ayɛ allowance sɛ ɔmo bɛgye no kwadwo epuduo emu odu wohwɛ unit committee fo nyinaa allowance bɛbɛ mu wohwɛ nyimadie ne even ɔmampani tumi ba abɔnten bɛka sɛ wonam na sɛ wokwae sɛbi ɛmu sɛbi ɛnya ado wokɔ ne aborɔka mɛma ne haw wotima sɛ because wobɛhu sɛ ɔmampani na ɛyɛ adwuma ɛti saa nneɛma ndc foɔ hyehyɛ no kwadwo sɛ ɔmo sɛ ɔmbɛtumi ayɛ na ɔmbɛtoto nneɛma te sɛ ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔmɛn de a mɛtumi aka kyerɛ ɛbɛkɔ yie paa kwadwo mi ne wo kasa sɛ wonim sɛ aduane abu paa yi sɛ wonkɔ market aduane abu rough nti kwadwo sɛ woto yi bɛrima te sɛ ɛduru saturday a yɛ akɔ market woba sunday market madina wobɛtumi aba na wohu the difference yɛ aba nneɛma ayɛ fo paa but mɛmɛ di a mɛmɛ yɛn sɛ aban no wode fertilizer ne nneɛma ɛma nkurɔfoɔ free na ɔmo di anuane no nhyehyɛɛ bɛɛ na wɔayɛ ato sɛ saa anuane no yɛbɛtumi install saa anuane de agu hɔ ne sɛ ɔkyena bi nsutɔ brɛ mu ayɛ fo bebree a bɔɔdeɛ abu a na aboro so wotuma sɛ ɛkwa bɛɛ ne yɛfa so nti saa bɔɔdeɛ na abu
na meda de bi kra kyerɛ ɛyɛ Charles is graphic akyi I think is 1 point what is it 3 point something 3.1 million worth of JD ɛhɔ ne December ɔmo fɔ sɛ agye kotoku egu hɔ
kwadwo ntimi deɛ egu hɔ no ɛkwa bɛɛ ne yɛfa so nhyehyɛ bɛɛ ne yɛyɛ
asɛpo I say
thank you
3.1 million
and the way na ye ni abre na ye the fertilizer the way shame agric minister bomb mode enuane na eba ebru ye so factories be na ye hyehyɛ sɛ saa nneɛma wo nyinaa ebetuma bɔ ho ba ya sabia mu nsɛm fi system ne mu ɛno na ɛsa ban tim na gene call because hyehyɛ wɔn de agu akwa mu de ye pa ba Africans to brand nneɛma no ɛha ye nsuo ne sɛ nsuo to ɛno am ne charge na wosu hwɛ wosu o yɛdimi nkɔ ɛne yɛtimi aba ɛkɔduru baabi wɔn ayi osu cemetery hɔ no kɔyɛ ɔde kaa duru saa tuma ne nsuo ne tɔ na wɔn ni akoma wɔn ntumi fa kaa nwura saa traffic light hɔ no ɛyina ama na aburo so mɛ kaa ne yɛ half Toyota Corolla ne yɛ half kɔjɔ eti yɛ ba bɛtena kurom na yɛ si a eti hyehyɛ bɛ ne yɛde gu akwa mu ebetumi atoto nneɛma yi akuafoɔ ne fɔɔ so de nneɛma ne ba yɛ a yɛkura amamuo no hyehyɛ ɛdeɛ bɛ ne yɛ yafa ho eti deɛ mɛ sɛ ɔmo mpanin na pamfoɔ ne sɛ ɔmo yɛ saa ɔmo de budget aba na ɔmo yɛ no na ɔmo hwɛ all the avenues a ɛbɛma da bi adeɛ na yɛwɔ ne nɛ no ɔkyerɛ bɛtumi anya bi ɔkyerɛ bɛtumi anya bi mɛma ne nya because wo de amamuo na ɔmo bu na ɔmo compare international ones no ɛna me adeɛ baako ɔmo yɛ me yɛ sɛ no the budget bae baabi ano wɔ ka sema na me na me yɛ sɛ baabi ano yɛ ka na yɛ de no 726 billion sɛ aba tomo 630 wotuma sɛ baabi aba no abrɔfo no mo di ka bebu yɛ dadaw yɛ de ɔmo ka ɔmo nya saa ka de ntoɔ saa deɛ so ate no a yɛ de akɔtua no kwadwo adi gye kwa be 5 or 10 a kebe ye abrɔfo ye Ghana nneɛma ya no mabɛfa no mde kɔ menim sɛ ye ka ye de ni bibini bi aka wo abrɔfo ya na de ɔmo ka ye nka nkyɛm sɛ bɛba ye nya ma ye nya by force no ɔmo nya reche mu wɔ mu na sɛ sika na ye de bɛma abrɔfo ye de tuaka no and this be o ya de pa o tua do de tua kwadwo aka na show you last one ɔmo so mo ate so bi we ɔmo so mo akɔkɔte so saa tete no kwadwo mene wo ka sɛ kwaya wɔ Ghana nyɛ yɛnsuo ne nneɛma yɛnsi wo kwadwo ɔpɔn sɛ nsuo ne sɛ te sɛ deɛ bɛ nyinaa nkurɔfoɔ de nneɛma sɛ yɛtɔ machine papa yɛbɛtumi atwa so a yɛho bɛtɔ yɛ wotuma sɛ ɛtia ntotɔ nneɛma papa ne yɛnya aka na yɛtɛ ka ne yɛte so ɛnyɛ ɛwuo yɛ gold a yɛnya so mfasoɔ nyinaa ne yɛho kyerɛ nyinaa ne nyinaa kɔdi aborɔfo yi hɔ ɛkwa a yɛsɛ sɛ aborɔfo yi di nyansa bi tie sɛ ɔmbɔ mo fie nneɛma nyinaa kɛkɛ yɛkɔfɔ mo bibi ba pɛ na ɔma sa afa wei sɛ misi na ɔma bɛkyɛ agum wotuma sɛ yɛtumi fa originally ne yɛsi computer ne yɛde ayi ɔmo sɛ meyɛ bɛrima no ma yi obi sɛ meyɛ ɔbaa ne yɛde dollar ba anaa pounds aba yɛde bɛyɛ deɛ yi ne yɛsa aboa ne yɛsa akyɛ nkurɔfoɔ no kɔ ne yɛakɔ ɔmo bibi meanwhile aborɔfo fa wei sɛ means ɛba ha no abɛfie gold ne nyinaa de kɔ abɛfie ne diamond de kɔ yɛnua ne nyinaa ɔmo de kɔ nyansam na ɔmo de yɛ kɔ yɛsi enyu si adwene fa miiti ɔmo bi wotuma sɛ yɛsi miiti ɔmo adeɛ ne miiti nipa yɛnwi ni o wotuma sɛ football course sɛ referee nwura bi ama obi a enye ye da eduba bi ava hɔ ɛso sɛ va ne bu yɛ ne gu so
me nkombra me da se ɛyɛ Kojo yɛboa na twɛn ma minti na afɛ membra ɛyɛ Charles Maakye o
Kojo me da se na meka sɛ me chia Kessben etifo na hwɛfo nyinaa Amazon on chairman Charles McCarthy. Me follow the pa nti I'm glad say na me share no ha no say. Kojo Dankwah so me tie no pa nti me share no mani age pa. And I financial expert so. I greet you. Mama Fancha kase ma me am a boss, the Minister for Government Communications, the Honorable Felix Ofosu-Kwakye. Now me chair His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so Obojuma. The reset agenda is actually on. Kojo Enra the who of Parliament no. You know him say mandated by the Constitution. Article 179. I say akoma sika no every year bia na was say on behalf of the President, the Minister for Finance will present a budget going into the coming year. And the papa. I saw 3 things. Meka say Oshe amamune ekosona. Good governance is now here. And this budget you present here towards 2026 no. Me who say the Finance Minister and the government say we will have a stable economy going forward. Now you are transforming the economy from what we inherited by the MPP. Kojo, there is no doubt that MPP are buying for the past 8 years. No, they sank the economy so low to the extent that we got somebody who is supposed to have been the economic wastegate. Later, to me, I saw him to be more or less like a digital poster boy. Now, on to being kasa about the economy anymore. Shifting attention to digitalization. Who say he failed woefully in managing the economy. The transformation that is what the minister presented. And lastly, I saw say the Minister of Finance and the government say we must all put our shoulders to the wheel to be able to build the Ghana we want. Kojo, may share most key expectations by Ghanaians before the budget reading. I saw about 6 or 7 things many Ghanaians, if not all. Now I expect to say the Minister of Finance will announce to Ghanaians. First of all, I say taxes are not a good business is cool. Many tax experts can be, or say the nuisance taxes, i.e. the COVID-19 levy, and I say the papa because COVID-19 buy, we needed a levy to be able to hold us together. But I think say as time went on, it has outlived its purpose. The most Ghanaians were expecting say the taxes will be scrapped. Most of the people in the business community no more say taxes are not businesses and thriving. Not preventing businesses from growing. Are buying be free. The bureaucratic taxes are say business person be tax A, tax B, tax C on the same item or same product. Many people in the business area no more expect to say those taxes will be streamlined. Now acquire bakope no be a ton. Now man for so say the major currencies against the cedi are buying based stabilizing. For the past 9 to 10 months, the cedi has been stabilized against major currencies of the foreign market. Because you say prior to 2025, now $1 to a cedi was almost 17 cedis. But as I speak to you now, it is almost 10 cedis to a dollar. I say a buying up on home. One of the other key expectations when I say now man for said they na buying every year. They are supporting local businesses. A man for shown business, I see what Ghana had them say. What are the measures Ghana for? Say a buying every year na business it me a thriving. Now so share minim. Say for example, the Jumera program it has been rolled out across the length and breadth of the country. Young boys and girls are personal businesses buying HSA training. Now they have been given some little capital to invest in their business in the greater Accra region and across the other 15 regions. A lot of agencies are well established are buying through NEP. Agency they will align them with young boys and girls and other youth to ensure that they will get training to be able to open their business. Another major thing now Ghanaians are expecting is Kojo Dankwah can be. You see, acquire a Ghana the contain consume. We get the taxes from only the formal sector. Informal sector, only few people are paying the taxes. You see, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, government communicators, you share the leadership of GRA. And I agree perfectly with my senior brother say, ya nhwe ama an open the tax net ya kade bia na obia an mamu bia. The tiene say only the few people in the formal sector actual taxes no will burden them. Me jide say obi wo hono ma business a wo ye no say be and so to say the big expatriate firms. But the fact of the matter is say developmental projects in Ghana no esu obi aso. And a taxes no you share the amount of money you are getting as profit near their tax sale. Into sebe say wo toko no timpo kwedumpo a. Now there is a component of tax on it. Ni e betel. Na enye the same as obi asebi or running a big business etua e beboa. Because a Jama big business in Kwa, the company say they will be burdened and you will a lot of tax evasion. International for say the tax net to be widened. They will rope in everybody, both in the formal sector and the informal sector. Kojo, I am a believer of the fact say, see a per se, the economy should grow very well. The private sector should be the engine of growth. Most people in the private sector, no more say, the Minister of Finance, what are the enabling environment to be creative? I'm a business at thriving. But I can tell you for a fact the reduction of taxes, taking out the nuisance taxes, and other components are not M1 business and thriving. The Minister of Finance did very well by ensuring it be year free ho, not business to me booming.
Oh, 1 minute.
Kojo, the major gains by this particular government. Kojo, all the things I'm about to say is backed by data. Primary balance surplus 1.4% of GDP. I say the economy is growing very well. Could you reduction in the fiscal deficit to 1.5%? Me say a buying a kasafa the Women's Development Bank neho. Could you call major markets in this country? Ya mamenum, ya yerenum, a business ye pa. I believe say Women's Development Bank ne ba. Ebema ya mamenum access to soft loans. Now my own business mu. Eba na sa efie bejo. The second thing so no the 24-hour economy. I saw the leader of the minority side say ya so ya bosso. The policy document is ready. Our consultations ekoso. I believe say if it is implemented strongly,
okay,
a lot of businesses will be created.
All right.
Now the teaming youth are they are unemployed no. Okay. Intimeka say this budget is forward looking and you will be a better white. Akoti Bible, no minor bread.
Okay.
Until we have the political will to ensure say Ghanaians will enjoy going forward and a John Ramani.
All right. But I say next train appear Bwedi member government communication team of the NDC now 10 and Kano 80 minutes past your over here 9. Now good morning KPD. I am Samuel Asensu Redu watching you live from Libreville, Gabon. In fact, I'm very sad as I speak about my fellow Ghanaians who lost their lives in search of jobs at the Airworks Stadium. May their souls rest in perfect peace. Greetings to my lovely wife Beatrice Bema at Sechidumase Seko City. On also Nedia or the Ebaye and on Charles Maminti in the next 80 minutes.
It's not my now. Na mencha California 92.9 mencha penifo minyo machia no pai budget de ye akohumabo akoye routine ye den ayebeye afibia ye template da ho say finance minister the bag betray the days before the actual presentation, the actual pictures have to do. Now, Dano Swan wako present. We are usual media razzmatazz of minority majority in parliament to be able. But when we come to the actual this thing now, for me, allocations are no, and they are important to me. But Yebesha ze woni MPB kasai.
Yes. Honorable Chinebwa Fuku.
Se wo da suti ya bisa ne say o say 2024 budget 2025 budget no allocations and do na nko. Ushia na bisa ne say what is the use of Government Assurance Committee of Parliament? O masede Do you get it? It is the reason why your work government assurance committee they are supposed to ensure say ne abambe kasa obeye bia no obedi su na waye enti no mani mfi parliament embe kan yes you and the minister can see or your allocation say anko then or the year. Then there's another one, these people, the gist, the daily gist. Also government to blow 357 billion in 2026 budget, but dodges 24-hour economy. The senior nurturing. That means one kind budget, because all kind of clear, or make allocations. 110 million.
110 million, yeah.
Million is a eco 24-hour economy. If you are Omudia baby, some of Nyamana Asi. Then the same MP, no, 800,000 jobs.
Yes.
You see, I was expecting say your mom budget no kind. Because that document was given to them. And you know now when now two I serve you with tea, ajihu allowance. Now you don't even know what the 800,000 jobs. They break down. I'm disappointed. Embarrassing. The minister didn't just say, "Ombe create 800,000 jobs in a vacuum." He told the parliament, "But we have 800,000 jobs in the Fiaba." For instance, we see under big push, I'm expecting 490,000 jobs under the big push program alone. And I see over 3 new, almost garment factories. 3 new garment factories. Now, some people generated 20,000 jobs. And I see more 7 agro processing plants. We never more like 700 direct jobs. Indirect jobs, one fanka. And also oil palm policy. That oil palm policy, or matraska Kessben the Kohono. The oil palm policy, some big money is a some parliament here, but that I not got to understand why. Say no 250,000 jobs. And you are getting that 800,000 jobs. Was it realistic? Ubisa no question be. Ubisa no di wadra no jane koye. Ubisa say in mobile money interoperability in 900,000 jobs. You think that all this one cannot create 800,000 jobs? Are you being realistic or no? See, near job politics, no, ya koyenim. You need to say this budget, sikanoson in our history, the history of the budget, for the first time, you now over 357,000 billion, 357 billion. You estimate to see your babe spend. Now, sector bia nyane dien kakra. Sector bia agric, uko agrica bebre. Me bow honum because I know your interest in the creatives. 20 million to film fund.
Yeah, sure.
Then another 20 million to the creative art fund. Is it enough?
It's
from
not,
where you sit, my host.
From where I sit, it is not enough, but it is a step in the right direction because 8 years ago it was zero.
Yes.
Zero.
Yes.
And Akufo-Addo was zero. Nothing came in. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. 40 million straight up. I mean, into the system is good. Yes. Yes. It be Yamaye.
Things that it's a step in the right direction. Sure. And in the creative for Bamuha, Black Stars, 150 million.
Yeah.
Minyo money. Black Stars for coefficient committee. Ombe Chadi. Place in yes, cano.
Place in yes, cano.
Ombe yen truka. 150 million. 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 1
150 no.
I don't trust them. Now, Mama, one of the Black Stars, the management of Black Stars, what would you do, Mount Sasso? Yeah, it is studio.
If there is any... Mount Sasso.
Management, minimum one.
And I come on Sasso here. I said,
minimum. And to what must say? It do your I mean, that's how the whole kind of manage and say, who's a nana on a book of Yadam? What to do or to think I'm Pierre over. One football now on Chelsea. And when you quiet and this fast about power. May I trust all the organizer and you have to know. When we run to a so party power. Now party to me qualify for tournament like World Cup. So many months ahead. Your mama can seven supporters.
What am I?
What must have been so many? It could fear them in there. If you put January, we are being a reshuffle.
When you did that 150, they be using correct.
Producers 110. Nobody. Ghana need beer and you are did 150 week. Yedikoye Jumana Magana Timiako Finance.
About Jolaka Beman and Sasu.
Why?
Jolaka.
Because Obenyabi, coefficient.
What they're going Yabi on on Kahu. But or Jidi some with my Achimuna Jidi some by
coefficient formula.
It will be painted on no Casa.
So, formula Nimudia, question now Mudia, you would defend
of your hiring car. It was a honorable.
Group of ultimately $4.5 million accreditation.
Charles, what's it Jolaka? What's a Jolaka senior? That's what I Eddie Cam was all.
Eddie Cam and Andy,
one you don't to that. Because a question, and for by your mom. Jolaka, the woman into Achibagatu, one by your share. Oh, boy. Achibagatu, so that
I think sir, a hormone problem.
150 million.
150 million. So, Moody Bema Obino are managing Sicano on behalf of management. But so the question we occur to or the better laptops are better check for next election.
Oh, where's serious allegation?
iPad, one iPad.
Na pa se wan ko fan fi obi sikem
ba wonya no yi
nyo no ni sika
ba se sa nge ba che
ay
ko anim na fe
be
ton ade na emra back
budget to archive fire service for so you mom 150 million mom fan to 5 tenders and equipment.
Yeah,
but I would have expected the minister would have gone ahead to say ombe ensure firefighters they don't have insurance.
You're right.
Obi or fighting do not only insurance. As a country, we are not serious about it. And to me, who's a man for new or more corner, Jana, so 10 hours
I think from across for all the security services.
It doesn't make sense.
They're not insured. Even their vehicles, pathetically, their vehicles are not insured.
Okay, say it's bad.
Supporting that is
oh, okay.
Your car said free SHS, Mama Ba will be trim. So, but on the 4.2 billion and while located for free SHS, Obia or be cancel free SHS, Obi will be trim while located 4.2 billion. Then Susiemu or the way ne question. Oh, apart from that, there was Ghana Secondary Learning Improvement Program 1.1 billion. No fee stress. No fee stress. No my allocation 537 million. And yeah, nipo ye nuanuma omuye disabled omuwo challenges no. Their access to tertiary no. Abansi wo mo 25 million. Hwe mame fine on tunchen. Ghana abansi or create 3 new regional hospitals. Our allocated 600 million. Of you, I will see or pursue upgrade hospitals 7. So that's 7 hospitals or pursue upgrade, you know. But yet 79 million Ghana cedis allocation to this hospital. LEAP.
Yeah, LEAP.
Or LEAP 1.1 billion. Do you get it? Then Women's Development Bank. Okay, I said 2025 budget to NPPD.
Yeah.
So now Women Development Bank, allocation.
Yes,
now there's an allocation 401 million. 401 million Ghana cedis for Women's Development Bank. You see, like, it is interesting reading that number with 8.9 billion for this Assembly Common Fund. Messi, the best start to forcing will go ahead and make some of these significant portion of the allocation to science institutions. We not obia to at least COVID level were year few. A caport there no. But at the mean kind way. I expect this is kind number who says import duty no are taking care of it. And no your baby boo man. But for now, all said and done, BBI okay. The government is on course. The reset agenda is there. But me what problem? Is comedy command names.
I remember no so
150 million to 9 months.
To fight Galamsey.
How are they fighting Galamsey?
Chairman, won't call Chairman. Now in this sound common because I know so hear me here because President insisted say budget no yem fasike bi and share honom ne share how e betumi akọ 31 minutes past the hour of 9 a.m. Ogusua share Kessben TV na face no over here Kessben 92.9 and I face on DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel 121 and I face over Facebook Kessben 92.9 like a page share na face so comment that's what about I'm paying for tenancy no mundi nkomo na fe yemra back in beto discussions in so mbefo bibia boko there nice who sir that's what about obia ho ye obia ye kama nice boy nkomo e den course where is about
Esu Herbal Hospital there na just say anije semonko a ne adanse a amanfo di over the weekends no Kessben TV damase pa it sounds akwanya mode amaye no amamam for a form dance over the week pa inti ene minim se watie for ye learned people pa inti no me kai se ene ye World Diabetes Day ene ye World Diabetes Day na ansana meka about bibi kakra about diabetes no it sounds we observe day no as a diabetes de na ye bon kai se asichiyare no e wo ho pa na abibiman yi mu no e ha ye pa na wunim and yare could be a silent killer and sana obefo no mu no na bia na sabe babe odi wedu no chaso odi wakwa echire pa enti ma memfa akwanya yi so na mema atiefo ehu niema kakra bi na wunim se anifra yare yi kra na ani yare e ba be hwe so a signs ne symptoms a wutimi experience na headache e ka ho. And some of the headache I will be experiencing with you, some are not normal. Some are linked to eye problem. Who could be glaucoma, cataract, diabetic retinopathy, or hypertensive retinopathy. The idea to for you and channel so emame. Idea America number 2 a double vision. Double vision. See, a new watching I say adena wash no a ya on tanta, a ya ututu, me pacho jo. And yare no science ni bi no eni hu achinye ne etoso miensa blurry vision once when we adanse say first no the way I me who colors no I see them bright as it is but one will say I start blur eba me pacho enye mren kenten so safo yi bi na eso den ehwehwe mo wa start nya blurry vision. Na unim obedience so readiness of the eye. We say was start scratching ani no. Eso keka no na eso aye court se sebe. Ne bia wa twen asra bia na wasnefe. Na ni aye ko as obi na ni abre enso na ni mre. Safo na Eso Herbal Hospital se bra. Ne beje natural eye drop bi fa so wani no so. We are restoring your natural sight. Ye fast side effect bi anya den enka ho enti wo hwehwe ya kire kwan ye wa Amasama Stadium Junction wo de udu Amasama Stadium Junction a akola ebetimi de we den aba Eso Herbal Hospital na meka diabetes asemi wonim say diabetes one of the living risk factors for eye problem. Diabetes ene diabetes they are kai atie for about diabetes no. Diabetes is one of the risk factors of what? Eye condition. And into na eso heba hospital sebra.
Okay.
Na yentu diabetes na se. Na yenfa natural eye drop yi so enso wani na ete aba beda so wani na wakome ye diagnose you say glaucoma na wodi achi no. Yesi bra. Ye de ye nya osejro. Ye de ye mfa mpane ne blade ne nyama nyina wani no so. We are restoring your sight the natural way. Na minim se watie for eye learned intino. Ena me try say diabetes is linked with what? Your eye condition.
Okay.
And untina and ye diabetes de ni ye ka mo say sasichire yare pa na be so so a me pa cho bra eso heba hospital ye wo Amasama Stadium Junction wonim say ye ka asichire yare ya enye asichire white one na ye dini na e de asichire yare ba it has nothing to do with diabetes. Diabetes ye say wo body ni insulin na entimi produce anase insulin na entimi nya adwuma ye because once a wudidi nko ade carbohydrate emu ni ade na yedi ni nyina no ye nya glucose efim and the body need to use it for energy. Ese body need the energy eno na se body ni refuse say obe use this glucose na ba be tie with the enu eso heba hospital se bra what the hospital nro no so ache ye more the natural remedy side effect bia enka ho and then me the sample of our medication aba
okay
bia na tie for nim se na ye nro ne tie ye nro ne say na tie
okay
it is natural ye fa additive bia enwumu no preservative it is in it what natural state it is in it what natural state. This is a sample. There were various varieties of medication. This is a tip of an iceberg and I made a chiramo how our medication is.
Okay.
Na me in Canada, I draw we want. Me fan kwa na me de be ma.
But that's it.
Fan so gun keke. I be bim. Na wabo. Next week me ba. Say me ni we. O sorry anopa se ne yabo wabre. Bobby. Hypertension na akosoro a num kakra. You will see a change in your body.
Okay.
O sorry ano feel feverish as a typhoid as a honyamu na me. This is our face aid eh. Men kasa bebiri
ensuo keke
anything na me dey aba ensuo keke fagu ho no preservative no side effect eso heba hospital ye som Ghana som pa ye tu yare na se a ye mfa side effect bia enka ho enti se wani pa na wo se etaba beda so glaucoma beda so eso hyehyew wo hwa de ase ne cotton abededa da wani no so me say to anamone bra eso heba hospital ye wa Amasama Stadium Junction ye na mane ye 0555 5 near miensa 52 92 53
okay
mitimu biem 0555 5 near miensa 52 92 53
okay
meja kasamuna mama sister no wa di bibi ka
ketu e bia ka hona fe yenko all right oba mami ntio
pacho say ni person obia simple home test home eye test
okay
inti baby a obia sa o te trotro mo o edwemo me pacho baby a obia ye person o ye this simple eye test obi o ho nim se nini no atochima na nse nya bra bi a oba ye hospital ono ne say nini no so ayi ni kusu ani ese okay ye nya ne eye test me pacho eye test ne chi no ye be hu se nini ba ko se nini ba ko kwa edum.
Wow.
Ono no ba se nini ayekusu na so one eye cry the ohun hwe wo so no onye away intin e chere se ye mu bebre ye nam kwa ye nim se ye ni no edum anase problem e wo ho intin wo ho a me pa cho wo don sa say ye o left eye no na o examine the first me pa cho don sa left no e beto we ni left no so na fe wa hwe o surroundings pa cho ba hwe baby a bibia e ben any bibia ewo etire say ade na ebe won e bia o bible obetima for bible na hwe say small writings no utimi hu ana say ayo double o writings ni 22 and just say we ni no problem e ba hu it's no obeba e hospital ade so we try obehwe mitimi hu ni ya ana say still na emi kusu aya say time wo so me pa cha obeba e hospital na ya show
okay all right addition pa na dia man obi abeye sa home test na ne ko tisa bona machine bi kwekwa na fe yenko
say na machine 0555 5 ne miensa 52 92 53 ɛyɛ na ma na pressure da so enti sɛ wo frame MTN na mba frɛ Vodafone 050 344 9444 050 344 9444 mitimu biem 050 344 9444 Messi yawa Amasaman Stadium Junction say hypertension diabetes pa na aba beso wo so a Messi bra eso heba hospital ya bete ne te a yamfa oha bia nka ho say ani no unim ni enta ya stress won ani ne say ani no de he nipa bia wo honom na wi ase han emfa ni agro 34-year lady a ono no oba wi ase na ni nkosia we enwu ade da enso so eso heba hospital natural hydrop ya de kan so na na jase bibia ate obi 60 years nani na teko obi wono ma nani ni ete na aba beda so wu se na ete enane a afif ado so without any surgical procedure na jase nyame enti eso heba hospital mesi ya wa Amasama Stadium Junction alright Amasama Stadium Junction misi wusi ye na okada drivers food vendors obia do beba ya so ye enti tuanamo anopa ya wutie mi afre na gi nchiremu ni enquiries na ya nhwew
alright yara say so about for now happy birthday and come honorable Totobi Kwache we efie honorable Nicholas Amankwa homeboy and na ose yemfa sadewe man na waboa ne ye pa waboa no ne akwanchira ode ma no ene de koni de ben nyina wana brabo mu nyina no oda so happy birthday to you honorable Totobi Kwache. Today is your birthday, 70th birthday. Honorable Totobi Kwache coming from honorable Nicholas Amankwa, that is homeboy. Amenfi East MP, member of parliament for the NDC, and he says that he is ever grateful yet to you. 70th birthday, if you honorable Totobi Kwache Honom, and Nidia or de Amau eso no. Happy birthday to you, pa. Yeah, that's it. And then this one says that please, the name remains Bontav, watching you the show live from Asante Mampong, New Daman. Or say, please, what's going on in this country? I bet you on government can't stop this galamsey issue because some chiefs are doing it. Some MPs are those who have power. God should have mercy on us. Greetings to my lovely wife. I can say Nima at Ashanti Mampong in the new Damai. Honestly, there or there by my Mr. Tiffy Charles or na Yemfa Jumadini baby. Charles, you were hitting on the issue of Naimo Sikano. Yes, so that I can come to
NHIS.
Yes.
National Health Insurance.
Yes.
I buy allocate 9 billion. And yes, 100,000. 9 billion cities to NHIS. And was see agenda 111 unso share bossy obo betwa Akufado project or share no so or the 100 million ko or no fan continue sa project no into no like make an abai born homebody but the amendment jini main support to sika ya tradia man na most for no or and the enko ye djuma bia headlines on kwano mudikwa kutia
headlines saying
newspaper headlines 9 moves this 9 more asa
but I didn't know working
9 most overpowered armed tax in a whim
and I say no krana
and I didn't even buy
I know ye 2 months you
ye 2 years t na most June ye t 9 most say 9 most or say 9 most June ebesi ne almost score card ye dey forest do say no motimi ajamai amabu anu tom say we have 44 forest reserves ya take illegal mining activities or illegal this from environmental terrorists are encroaching of the 288 ye misan so take over basine. How many of the 44 has been retrieved? What is he waiting for? Ye man in consider ben. Ankobra on the crew. Unimiza.
Yeah.
River Ankobra on the constituency. The Ankobra is messy to today. And charity there begins at home. Yes, Anegan. Obedi to we there no ye MP na won't menya obey minister. What has happened to River Ankobra? Then what me The Biana, Namos have done that. Namos have done that. But we are not seeing the deliverable.
It's one upon the Bena Kukudrabek at the end, no, my.
And I make a Biana yet and I know the sea war as a tiffy. As soon as force a danger. But be a month with a young Majumay and men ensue. A man for
Osino dear says so much a campaign, make I say, why campaign? Yeah,
no, much in the way are you God in Namo? God in Namo. God Yama is it not on good board? On your member of good board.
Not illegal.
I'm about why the videos are made on one.
Or maybe second.
Videos are me share ma or maybe how does it look like?
Say, or a small scale miner.
And to bet me as
me, yeah, me in casa.
Some person watch it.
Main casa.
So you a small scale man and now to tools I say you are not doing reclamation and what have you are no more jano. So boy we about rasta into your channel. So on just suit to that. We are my question is still kimpy because he's not wearing suit like my brother here. And it is because he's plaited his hair and today who or your criminal. Meanwhile, where I was just a cabro for whistle on the wood not contract good board. So must I trust the cram.
Kessben TV, and yeah, that's what's on. It's 9:46. You better so. You must say on the Kessben TV, and then we'll move on. Remember, you know, Bema, Kabuti Honafi, young Queen, Kabuti meet you.
One of the things that mean you Bema can Sika and some I call debt management. You know, and Mr. Asemba Kwakopi one day say it a canon term. We have a forex na automatically no because I will manage you forex ni no say na at that 16 na would you become $1,000 now then $16,000 automatically we all forex a bar be say if I say 11 na say I would become 11,000 into bit ma fasa akonya no so now I manage you debt ni bi uti 500 crowd so na say u bi so yeah me say asemba ko kan reparations say abrofo no so ebe boy krono bi na mu sisi ye sa nkita hundie no yem se ye manpen ani manpen kuda me ani trofo bi mu edi ekire for reparations nti ho de ebetumi akoso na yem so obo o kasi o ka power efa time awo ka area to bi kwa achi ho yem se na oti group bi wo University of Cape Coast
okay
na yem se obe kata waso kakra Profane Association of West Africa power spiritual group, gospel group, UCC. Now I'm say as a highest priest there. I'm say Trafa Kakranti. On that note, Power Association, we wish him a very blessed birthday.
Okay.
Now I'm University of Kessben, but now no more association alliance.
Okay.
Yeah, me say in terms of 24-hour economy.
Yes.
Yeah, me say me nyabema can be brave. 110 million be a piano. Now it goes beyond. Until time I make a night and dawn economy. No, I make say I buy and try and insure from 2019 on. I looked at activities I share na industrialization and twice so the behind me 24-hour economy. No, I was in love with it. But I'm saying say we should also know say any novel. It is actually a BBA na ekoso da. Na nkrofo tu kwan transport sector say nkrofo tu kwan ekokomase all through the day. Over pharmaceutical and nkrofo bio pharmacy all to ebimu normal run bit chemist shops bi na mo yede da. Over security say yen two police station bi amuda 24-hour you were running it, even the private securities were also running same. But at the end of the day it's linked 24-hour economy no. Even though I won't say direct push no 110 million Ghana cedis no. Other sectors initiatives they marry with the 24-hour economy. Maybe it's a 7 industries are working. It is to expand industrial growth. In so road sector ya omo kan so mo be push ska share na Kumasi Accra 6 lane it's encouraging the transport sector. Food we say migration no so mo be routes they are connecting no. It's also to boost the 24-hour economy. So naturally no every sector automatically so omo year it will affect the 24-hour economy. And finally, I'll look at the advice, maybe a board me home, a shaming crying. It encouraged me about this budget in my revenue space. 3 major issues I know. The fiscal discipline. Say we are individual. organization, nation, whatever group it is, no, the first thing you can do about your fiscal survival is cutting down your costs. That way you have control over it. Me today now me did 3 times a day. Now me could do fufu fried rice. Now me to me be umra me see me do fufu. Mary banche. Now me do 2 times a day. Me nya be mo oni me so to me or it is my money and I decide what to do with it. 2, corruption, plugging the holes. Initiatives are or boss. So that is a deliberate decision. Say a finance minister will tell you niama obeye e so one place of fire am in GA port hono. Hono okaso the AI intelligence be ko hono. Ofa sa abef no de ko hono. Me nka so obi bokro no o de twen wa obeti bi.
Okay. All right. Me that's Kojo. My minti run out.
Maybe National Health Insurance so me an boss ska once ka pudu e ko ho.
Yeah, Charles Kane.
Kojo so ko hospital. Yeah, show near National Health Insurance to cover na raho. Apart from you card now ko year no and they cover price time mo be the man na crook be the mo asa a drop up bia no cover wo to ko hospital all the Kojo a check hwe tie stress o mo di sika we ni ko hospital especially private hospitals no wo mo so mo oje ba otimi so mo oje sika ndo mo gini free e de manage om hospital omo nyi emma ayo nipa na omo aba hoba ayarehwe no mo nya mfaso bia wo so it is a scan omo di scan kese ko dia omo make sure so make sure say eniema say timi cover ni enyina omo mu ni nyina ni say ko hospital e betima cover fia no makokodu say gise bia me trust say answer na ndin cover but metra ka Kojo ye no yetimi ko hospitals bi ye check bi wo ko aba bi only card apart from card emfa what must say it yesre se skase be kom na se be ko hospitals no be che dia na answer faso bi ani so dia e no mo fa nyi akwai what must say na nipa mu ntimi to na tin na be boa na Kojo me but the second one say because time ni enya na wo man no Kojo hu na no enyumadi a wo se be am ka so jafo asem so jafo apart from them to kwa be ba
e work then
okay apart from them to kwa be ba e be ko pattern to kwa Kojo so mu ni adwuma point serious bi o mo yo e bo o man da bia na me ka sento mu guo bebrebe na da bia mu pay so ba 22nd 24th na ba e die enti ne ete wo no ma yentimi entoto niema ye mu te wo no mu etimi ma nipa 21000 no etima ma mu nyina so mu nyina mra one day mra me ya de e watch sports stadium emfa even 15000 Kojo meanwhile yeti Accra Sports Stadium na da ho Legon Stadium ho ayi ho Independence Square saadi we nya by force say e close nko edu ba na say opener Kojo is it by force say nyina ye ko training na say nyina team ko one time na ade bi ni ko first man bi ni ko second or third man ta ade na be ba ni nyina ye point ho ye wi anya amina na nyina wi eti hihye be no mo di gu akwa mu ya ye ti wa ne up to now defense minister oho ayi chief of defense staff ho what must say and penifo mu die ni mu nyina HR no da so te ho sankrofo we nyina
ya suspended
two
okay
one na chief of defense staff no ni wo
so ono na pam
and she pa be ono na pam ono ne say ono pam ne ho
me patro just 10 seconds woni bibi me serena Ghana yensua suban bi esoro hofo no ebetwi o ma yenti asem bi obiara bia yete ha bi obia woni din na obia apply so be yedwuma se wo ho no na atochima se wo na hook no hook se yemfa ne se we dem ma kakra
wo 10 seconds
ano ha ya yemfa ne security man no ya mempengu na ono na odae na ya be fa de a wo security supervisor yensa ake no
me no see no
officers are Oma replace someone me boa the Gulf has we offended the affected officers are Air Commodore Thomas Nifiu Director General of Human Resources Defense Headquarters and Colonel Matthew Kwesi Asuka Director of Personnel Administration. The two of them has been replaced.
Okay, so like you were saying, specifics.
There's somebody
who's in charge. We na hwehwe ni mu ani say obi adwuma na pese say no. Emra omo ye antotoye no. Ye wi the command defense minister and chief of defense staff. Ema mo hwe mu. Omo no sabe mo di mpanifo na na bo na ye de be kire mu no. Say selection we ni ye de kwakobo ball no. Eye anansa nye. Omo to say ye. Ye bi ye no ye ja omo. Ye ja oni bro jagel. But this time I see a fire bro jagel fini chief of defense staff. I'm telling you, ɔman no bɛkɔ so a ɔmo a mudi anim no bɛyi nkɔla na di saa na ɔmo a mudi aburo ne mpanyinfoɔ.
All right, may I say, mention meko nature honum na fi ono so edi we kra na fi ta nature they can they are just 2-3 minutes na fi enko.
Na project wa dem.
Wait, deputy minister.
Yes sir.
Acting minister.
One of the father to nche.
Makase insem be miense bia the minister of finance touch ya ebeboa e pa eye se makati e kan bi ye school sam ohwe the amount of money buying edition say a sustained free SHS policy. I think the government must be commended. Where we are coming from, maybe among forecast, the government would have cancelled free SHS during the campaign promises. But John Mahamaka said he wouldn't cancel it, but will strengthen free SHS. I said, Banko Swamini Hopa, said by 2027. Now the animal called double track system no aban be hwe ne ye free ho me gidi say double track system no e buy to solve a problem, but for me from 2017 up to 2025 as on mine we have no business in saying say in Kwarabinko school na bin fie sisi ano even though we don't have double track system we have the cohort system. As I speak to you now, come most senior high schools are a cohort system now. We have the fresh form 1s in school and SHS 3 students in school. Currently, form 2 students, they have been home since October and they'll resume in January, somewhere 5th. In education, there is something called continuity. According future, there will be decay in what he or she has learned. And if we can support the government in every way, Osanso Bosso said, we will reduce the cost of doing business by 5% as a result of subjecting the GET fund and NHIL levies to input and output deductibility.
Okay.
Into GET fund, any other funds BIA will get into the sector to support education. Okay. By the timelines 2027, double track system will be a thing of the past.
Okay.
Kojo Masaka BM said,
yeah, quick one.
Adia Baka Beboa. Emma, all these programs, where a budget, estimations, and just scan or honum, so to speak. Ebe Buane say will be prudent in our spending. Could you share public accounts committee here? Na me raho. Sika sebi, sika pudua. I say they can ten coins, na me raho. I believe say yes, we can borrow, but if we are able to manage the little resource we have, now we eschew corruption and bribery and wastage. All these monies we have allocated into various sectors, i.e. health, road construction, and ensuring say we'll stop what you call post-harvest losses. What can it be?
Yeah.
Ajin kotoku.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can store it and be able to use it in the time pass. Right. Thank you. It's sad. And to as Ghana for no. Say if you see something, say something. Ebeba financial sector also.
Okay.
Now Obi say a mindset risk kana.
All right.
You're making sure say that person will bring the money back.
Okay.
One fan bar, that person should be arrested and imprisoned.
All right.
Now Obi nso it's also best side the bill.
Before madam sepa. And a happy birthday to you, Honorable Totobi Kwache, the Supremo. This one is coming from Honorable Nicholas Amankwa, once again, homeboy. He says he's ever grateful to you, Honorable Totobi Kwache. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Dr. Christian John. This one is from everyone at Kessben Media. Dr. Christian John. Happy birthday to you, Techi John. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Apostle Noble Isaac Apia, founder, Body of Christ Revival Ministry International. Happy birthday to you, Apostle. And then a happy birthday to you, Eugene Owusu Ambrose Nyamistro Evangeline. Okay, Evangeline Owusu Ambrose Nyamistro. Happy birthday to you, little one. And then a happy birthday to you, Richmond Kodia Mensa of Mount Zion Preparatory School. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Rita Na Koshi Lamte, CEO of Red's Cuisine. Wefini Odoi Honor, happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Mrs. Esther Dre Derry, happy birthday to you. And then happy birthday to you, Emmanuel. Happy birthday to you. It's 10 o'clock at the studios of AN 92.9 and check me on my sports to phone in. Have a lovely weekend. I'm a son for Kojo Preko Dankwah. I ended here. God willing on Monday. You never say have a lovely weekend and stay safe. Produced by Richard Apiasapon, Fifi, Addison, Danny, and Obibiara Boy ABR from the technical department. With Obibiara sick. Jola Kai is next from now to 2 p.m. with midfield action.
Afe wuni ebi wi ase asonimu eba se wo yira kwan so a kire ne kwampa no bi asem yo bi asmo